In the quiet town of Willow Creek, an ominous event unfolded. One that would send shivers down the spine of even the most skeptical. Willow Creek, a town where the usual was unusual and the unheard of happened often. The townsfolk lived in a constant state of anticipation, as if waiting for the other shoe to drop. This tale begins on a cold winter night, so frigid that the air itself seemed to freeze in place. The year was 1992, and the Hawthorne family had just moved to Willow Creek. They were city folks, unaccustomed to the eerie silence that the countryside offered. Their new home was a beautiful Victorian mansion, a relic from a bygone era, with turrets reaching for the sky and ivy clinging to its stone walls. The mansion, known as the Hawthorne House, had a history as dark as the night itself. Shortly after moving in, the Hawthornes began to notice strange occurrences. Doors would creak open on their own, lights would flicker without reason, and the chilling drafts would sneak into the warmest corners of the house. The family, though initially startled, dismissed these events as the quirks of an old house. But as the weeks passed, the disturbances grew more frequent and terrifying. One night, the Hawthornes were awakened by a blood-curdling scream. They rushed to their daughter Emily's room, finding her trembling under her blankets. They claimed she had seen a ghostly woman in white standing by her bed, watching her. The family comforted Emily, assuring her it was just a nightmare. But deep down, they knew something was horribly wrong. Days turned into weeks, and the sightings of the woman in white became more frequent. Emily refused to sleep alone, her once vibrant eyes now filled with fear. The Hawthornes decided to seek help. They invited a renowned psychic to their home, hoping she could shed some light on the chilling occurrences. The psychic, a frail woman with wise eyes, walked around the house, her steps echoing through the silence. She finally stopped in Emily's room, her face turning pale. She revealed that the mansion was haunted by a woman named Agnes, who lived there a century ago. Agnes was heartbroken and took her own life after her children were taken away from her. The Hawthornes were horrified by the revelation. They decided they had to leave the house. But before they could, a terrible storm hit the town, trapping them in the haunted mansion. That night, the hauntings reached a fever pitch. The woman in white appeared again and again, her spectral wails echoing through the mansion. The storm finally passed, and the dawn broke, bringing with it an eerie calm. The Hawthornes packed their belongings, their hearts pounding with fear and anticipation. As they were about to leave, Emily turned back one last time. She saw the woman in white standing by the window, watching them, but this time there was no fear, only sadness in her ghostly eyes. The Hawthornes left Willow Creek, never to return. The mansion, once a symbol of grandeur, now stood as a chilling reminder of the past. The tale of the Hawthorne House became a legend, a story to be whispered on dark, stormy nights. The woman in white, forever bound to the mansion, continues to wait, her sorrow echoing through the empty halls. In the shadows of horror, the Hawthornes found a lesson. They learned that not all ghosts are to be feared. Some are just lost souls, trapped in time, longing for a life they once had. And so, the tale of the Hawthorne House ends, a chilling reminder that sometimes the real horror lies not in the supernatural, but in the tragedies of the past.